Buenas a todos. Seguramente, seguramente este sea el final de 11-11 Memories Retold. Eso sí, lo estoy subiendo en YouTube por si alguien lo quiere ver. Que es el completo, no edito. Algún día editaré. Así que saludos a los nuevos, a Noter Viewer y Transnat. Seguramente sea el final. Parte 3, 4 meses después. Sí, seguramente será el final porque hay 3 partes. Vamos a ver. Me está gustando la historia esta. Me ha gustado. ¿Algún futuro haré tier list? Está claro que no voy a pasarme. Porque creo que hay 9 finales. O 10. No voy a pasar. En algún futuro me pasaré los 10. Primero me pasaré uno. Los otros días me pasaré. Vamos a ver.
We don't got much time. You transfer out tomorrow, right? Well, this is your last chance to get your camera back. Come on.
A prisoner of war, a phrase I'd never have understood back home in Canada. But there I was, 4 months into a stretch, at the pleasure of the German army. I was to be transferred out to the country. I'll never forget that last day. They'd taken my notebook, my camera. This was my last chance to get them back.
Come on, Harry. So, on cleaning duty this morning, I went through all their cupboards. I got your camera, your notebook, and anything else with your name on. I stashed it all together. It's ready to go. Listen, I'm on a break, but they got me cleaning the guard block again. You know what that means?
Mira que la habían secuestrado. La habían
Shift starts
capturado
again soon.
los
There's only
alemanes.
one guard right now.
A Harry.
Come on, Harry. Psst, come here. Harry, quick. Okay, Birdman, time to do your thing. Wait until I'm inside. You distract the Fritz, and I'll get your stuff. I'll meet you out back. I've already stashed your things. I just need a distraction, like we discussed, right?
Wir verhungern hier noch.
Und erfrieren.
Die Gefangenen jammern ja auch ständig, aber...
Hey, auf dem Land ist es noch schlimmer. Da wird langsam alles knapp.
Blöde Gefangene. Jemand sollte sie alle erschießen. Alle.
¿Qué cojones?
Psst, come here. Harry, quick. Here's your stuff. Go hide it in your bunk before anyone sees.
I had to hide them. A stack of letters, months worth. The guards have been holding all of our mail. Now you'd think, that many letters from Julia, I'd have torn them open. But if I got caught, I'd never get out. I had to hide them. It was torture.
So damn hungry.
I'd also forgotten that Kurt had given me his address, back in Vimy. He lived on a farm, and I was due to be transferred out to the country. It gave me an idea, and I knew just the man who could help. Yes.
Ahora vamos con Kurt. Como os dije en el capítulo anterior, es mejor que Harry, porque es más serio.
Dear Catherine, 4 months of asking and still they do not grant my leave. All that is left is my duty now.
Sigue buscando
I
al
wake
viejo.
some mornings forgetting why I came here in the first place. The only thing that keeps me going, the only light I see are these letters home to you and our darling daughter. The weather here has turned a lot colder. I ride surrounded by snow. Please tell Lucy.
Querida Catarina, llevo 4 meses pidiéndolo, pero no me conceden el permiso. Ahora hace mucho más frío, te quedo rodeado de nieve. Por favor, dile esto a Lucy. Papá irá pronto a casa, hija mía. He trabajado duro arreglando sus máquinas y manteniendo sus equipamientos. Los superiores saben que no te encuentras bien. Son hombres razonables y me dejarán volver a la granja muy pronto, estoy seguro. Papá no sabe cuánto podrá ir a casa. Voy a poner esto. Voy a poner Max. La gata, la gata. La gata es un bote.
So I had Kurt's address, and was to be transferred to the country the next day. If anyone knew how to change a movement order, it would be my friend Julian.
Change the address on your movement orders? Impossible. You're crazy. You can try, but it's your funeral, Birdman. Follow me.
¿Dónde quiere que lo seguimos?
Right in the cabinet at the back. But that's the officers' quarters. You're not getting in there without a damn good distraction.
Soccer. I hadn't played since I was at school. I hated sports. I was never any good at them. But, for my plan, I didn't need to be.
Well, no more football for us. Our ball's stuck on the roof.
Well done, well done.
I can't believe it, Harry. Thank you so much.
Vamos a jugar fútbol. Vamos a jugar fútbol.
Okay, wait until I'm ready, and then shoot.
Se vende FIFA.
Come on, Harry.
One lucky kick was all I needed, and I got it. That ball was my way in.
Die scoren me cagen tot!
Zum Teufel soll das? Hier liegt überall Glas. Ah, schon wieder dieser dämliche Ball. Jeden Tag immer das Gleiche.
Hostia, pero cabrón. ¡Cabrón! Me cago en la puta.
Verfluchter Krieg.
Voy a
Was ist?
reventarlo, China.
Jeden Tag immer das Gleiche. Verfluchter Krieg.
Háganlo.
I was on the train before I had the chance to finally read Julia's letters. I was so distracted. I didn't even care if I was going to Kurt's farm or not. My heart was pounding.
Dear Harry, thank you for all the wonderful photos you send to me. I received no reply from my
Cuando
last letter.
tenga...
Please write back.
Okay.
My dearest Harry, I will not believe harm has come to you. I cannot bear the thought of a world without you in it. I love you, Julia.
And for the first time, those letters carried the scent of her sweet, sweet perfume. I had to get home.
It had been nearly a year since I had seen my home, since I had seen my family. I could not sleep. At home, I dreamt of war. At war, I dreamt of home.
I wasn't going home. Not yet, anyway. But I did have my camera back. To most on the Allied side, Germany was a machine, efficient and relentless. But there were people starving on that train, people that needed help.
Ich habe solchen Hunger.
Du hast in diesem Wagen nichts verloren, Gefangener. Raus hier! Du hast in diesem Wagen nichts verloren, Gefangener. Raus hier!
Geh weg! Was ist?
I remember a carriage of wounded German soldiers. Some gestured to me for food. I wasn't the hero Julia thought I was. I couldn't help these people. But I could take photos. One day, I thought, when I'm back in Canada, I'll show people what happened.
So lasse ich mich nicht fotografieren. Was glotzt du so? Geh weg!
Yes. You know, they let the prisoners walk around. As long as we don't cause trouble.
Was ist los?
And as I took those photos, I wondered, had my plan to get to Kurt's farm even worked?
Se viene, estoy en casa de Kurt.
I had 10 days at home and barely knew where to begin. I knew only that Lucy needed me. I could not even bring myself to enter my son's room.
Darf ich etwas Brot haben, Papa? Wo ist mein Bruder, Papa? Hast du ihn gefunden? Mama sagt, du erzählst nicht gerne vom Krieg. Warum, Papa? Mama sagt, wir haben nichts zu essen, weil Krieg ist. Warum braucht der Krieg das ganze Essen, Papa? Hat Lotti dir im Krieg geholfen, Papa? Ich will kein Messer, Papa. Meinst du, ich kann auch mal in den Krieg, Papa?
Non c'è un rello che
Ich will
faccio.
auch gegen den Feind kämpfen, wie du. Ich Ich hab solchen Hunger, Papa.
Espérate un moment, loco, puto chiquete de merda.
Wenn wir den Krieg gewinnen, gibt es dann wieder Essen? Was hältst du von dem Namen Lottie, Papa? Passt er zu ihr?
Fucking Ninja,
Brauchst du
loco.
immer noch eine Flugmaschine? Ich möchte eine große Scheibe, Papa.
Es tut mir leid, Liebes. Dieses Stück Brot muss lange reichen.
Papa, können wir Lottie für immer behalten?
No.
Erzählst du mir eine Geschichte? Mama hat gesagt, du hättest... Mama sagt, du erzählst nicht gerne vom Krieg. Warum, Papa? Mama sagt, du erzählst nicht gerne vom Krieg. Warum, Papa? Danke, Papa. Du hast mir gefehlt.
Guten Morgen, Kurt. Ich habe Dr. Siegfrieds Stethoskop aus dem Dorf mitgebracht. Für Luzi. Luzi, hast du dein Brot gegessen? Wir brauchen Feuerholz, Kurt. Wir brauchen frisches Wasser aus dem Brunnen, Kurt.
Things were different at home. Weird. We have all changed, I fear. Maybe it was Lucy's illness. Maybe it was the war. But I never mentioned Max, for I could not speak of my failure.
Hemos de puta agua, loco. Hemos de ir y tocar la chona, me cago en todo.
I did what I could, but we remained hungry.
I remember that little girl so clearly. She was alone. She was hungry. I couldn't just leave her. Maybe the adults on board could spare a little food.
Was machst du hier?
Man hört so einiges. Alle die Mörder. Ob es im Dorf wohl mehr Lebensmittel gibt? Ja, ich habe größere Geschichten als eine Brotration ausgehört. Wir könnten daraus Suppe kochen. Vielleicht greift es dafür an.
Mörder! Hau ab!
Whoever that chocolate belonged to, they'd be happy to feed a starving child. Or that's what I told myself anyway.
Hör mal, aber sag nicht weiter. Ich habe etwas Fleischfresses. Das ist dabei.
Schokolade? Hey, er hat Schokolade. Was? Danke. Ich habe aber nichts, was ich dir geben könnte. Schokolade.
Schokolade?
Bitte. Was für ein Luxus. Danke. Vielen Dank.
Du hast hier nichts verloren. Raus hier!
Oh, danke für die Schokolade.
And for some reason, it reminded me of the man whose life I accidentally sent Allied intelligence to. The German and his cat.
No.
Hey.
Hier, Lottie. Hey, Lottie. Kätzchen.
¿Dónde está la puta chiqueta esta?
Kätzchen.
¿Dónde está?
Hier, Lottie.
¿Dónde está la puta chiqueta esta?
Lottie, Lottie.
Loti, 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 la Loti, Loti.
Kätzchen. Lottie ist so lustig. Kätzchen. Was machst du hier, Lottie?
Joder, qué puto subnormal.
Hier, Kätzchen. Lottie. Komm hierher.
I did what I could, but Lucy remained ill.
Komm schnell! Wir brauchen dich!
Es lo que sigue así, subnormal.
I wish I knew how to help my little girl. I came home to see my wife and my daughter, spend time with my family, and yet none of us spoke. I thought I could come home from the war. I thought I could leave it behind. But I understand now, Katrin, and I'm sorry. I can never leave the war behind. The war follows me wherever I go.
Com? Com? Ma il film non puoi vedere, no.
Sure enough, I found myself on Kurt's doorstep. I didn't know how he'd react. It's one thing being friends with the enemy in a tunnel underground, but another being friends out in the open. I needn't have worried, though. Kurt and his family were kind to me. They took me in, gave me a bed to sleep in, cooked me meals. In return, I helped out on the farm and did what I could around the house. A few days later, Kurt took me to a nearby village. There were things his family needed. Lucy, his daughter, was sick, and Germany was struggling to feed itself by that time. Everyone was hungry.
Abril de 1918. Vamos con...
So while I looked for food, Kurt looked for medicine for his little girl. Kurt trusted me with one of his ration tickets, but people weren't too friendly.
Nicht für dich. Geh weiter, Abschau.
Du bist hier nicht willkommen. Verschwinde!
Hey.
Ah, ese es Kurt.
Geh. Weg.
Ay, loco. Un pibe de puta grande.
Mörder.
Kurt, ich habe das von Dr. Siegfrieds Junge und Klaus Bruder gehört. So viel Leid, so wenig Freude. Wann ist das alles denn endlich vorbei? Hoffentlich bringst du mir eines Tages gute Neuigkeiten über meinen Gregor.
Mein Gregor.
Kurt, ich habe das von Dr. So viel Leid. Hoffentlich bringst du mir eines Tages gute Neuigkeiten über meinen Gregor.
Alles kommt wieder in Ordnung.
Die Kopfwunde meines Sohnes. Er sieht so anders aus. Dr. Siegfried hat sein Bestes. Vielleicht kann der Doktor Luzi helfen. Hast du ihn gefragt?
Voy a dejar de ponerme en Kurt.
Eine Essensmarke? Wir haben noch ein Leib. Nur für Sie.
I finally found a loaf of bread. Food for Kurt's family.
Bah.
I couldn't believe Kurt still had that cat. She was a funny little creature. You could often see her on the rooftops, chasing birds, I guess.
Hey.
El doctor este no estará.
Entschuldigung, Mama hat gesagt, kein Essen ohne Marke.
Kein Kämpfen mehr. Keine Waffen. Bitte, lieber Gott.
Mit dir spielen wir nicht mehr, Code. Du bist einfach zu gut. Mit
¿Qué?
dir spielen wir nicht mehr, Code. Du bist einfach zu gut. Mit dir spielen wir nicht mehr, Code. Du bist einfach zu gut.
Ich halte es nicht mehr aus. Ich kann nicht mehr.
Usted acaba de perder una oportunidad de ganar un trofeo. Me cago en la puta.
Die finden das gar nicht komisch, wenn man hier reingeht. Glaub's mir. Hey Kurt, geht's dir gut? Du weißt doch, du kannst hier nicht rein.
¿Qué? ¿Por qué no? ¿Esto qué es? Vamos a ver qué es eso.
Moment, ich komme schon.
Ich kann nicht glauben, dass von meinem Sohn nur noch eine Uniform bleibt.
Moment, ich komme schon.
Ich kann nicht glauben, dass von meinem Sohn nur noch eine Uniform bleibt.
In Ordnung?
Espera, claro. A ver si... Dejan cambiar, loco, no puedo cambiar.
Hey, Kurt. Schön, dich zu sehen. Heute ist mein letzter Tag. Morgen muss ich zurück. Henriette hat mir von meinem Bruder... Jetzt mache ich mir nur noch Sorgen um meine Familie. Wir schaffen das doch, oder?
Y vayan de puta la ciudad, filho de puta.
Kurt, wie schön, dich wiederzusehen. Dieser Krieg. Nicht einfach. Hm? Zumindest wurde Jonas anständig begraben. Dank dir, Kurt. Jonas hat uns vielleicht verlassen, aber deine Tochter ist noch bei uns. Diese Pflanze könnte helfen. Koch sie in Wasser, gib Luzi den Sud zu trinken. Entschuldige mich, Kurt. Ich möchte allein sein. Viel Glück, mein Freund.
Now I could take care of Luzi. I could work on my plan for Harry.
It was then Kurt showed me his plan. Seemed like he wanted to build a balloon. At the time, I had no idea why.
Joder, che, pero mi oportunidad de ganar un trofeo de...
And he wanted my help.
Ganar. No, pero puedo seguir. Espérate. Aunque puedo, voy a jugar a las cartas. ¿No están?
Da kommst du nicht rein. Und hier gibt's nichts für dich.
Moment, ich komme schon.
Du Bestie, weg!
Solo quería ver la...
I sure hoped Kurt knew what he was doing.
Hey.
Agarra, che. Alza l'altra.
Yes.
Hey, was soll das denn werden? Hey, was soll das denn werden?
Esto da out.
Hey, was soll das denn werden?
Me cae esta puta madre de huevo de mierda. Ni uno.
The inn opened its doors to the public. I knew Kurt was looking for a barrel. This was good timing. But would they let me in? I was the enemy after all.
Spielen, spielen!
Vor dem Krieg konnte ich immer schlafen. Das ist vorbei.
Was passiert, wenn wir einfach nicht zurückgehen?
Ich lasse dich nicht gehen, Oskar, hörst du? Du gehst nie wieder zurück.
Immer mit der Ruhe, Mutter. Wir haben eine ganze Woche zusammen.
Schön, dich wiederzusehen, Kurt. Ich hoffe, Luzi geht's besser. Suchst du immer noch deinen Sohn, Kurt? Der Krieg kennt kein Mitleid, Kurt.
The innkeeper sure seemed good at talking, and Kurt gave him someone to talk to. The perfect distraction.
Vom Baron gehört, Kurt? Eine echte Tragödie. Das heißt, er hätte Hunderte abgeschossen. Die Tommies haben ihn angeblich mit militärischen Ehren bestattet. Gehört sich auch so. Wie fühlst du dich? Endlich wieder zu Hause. Es heißt ja, der Krieg hinterlässt unauslöschbare Spuren in jedem Mann. Stimmt das? Du siehst etwas müde aus, Kurt. Schläfst du genug? Ruh dich mal aus. Ich mag mir gar nicht vorstellen, wie das so ist, wenn man seine Kinder nicht beschützen kann. In Zeiten wie diesen bin ich froh, dass ich keine Familie habe. Meine Gäste sind meine Familie. Du bist wie mein Bruder, Kurt. Erzähl mir doch mal von deiner Katze, Kurt.
Remember, I had no idea what was going on. What use did Kurt have for a balloon? But whatever I said on the long walk home, Kurt's response was always the same. He pointed toward the sky.
So that is what happened, Katrin. I took these things from the village. I made a plan to help the man who I believed to be the hero. To repay my debt for the time he saved my life. And for the time he sent Allied intelligence to help me. I wanted to build a balloon for him. I wanted to send him home. To set him free.
Madre mía.
Before I met Kurt, I imagined any German would kill me as soon as look at me. And I guess that's because of the stories I was told, you know? To folks back home, he would have been an evil Hun. But he was also a father. He was also a husband. And he was also my friend.
Madre mía, la música, loco.
But I was too quick to trust the Canadian. Too quick to call him a friend. I see now how foolish I've been. I see now I was wrong.
But Kurt wanted to build a balloon, and I think he meant to build it for me.
Something was wrong. My daughter didn't normally call out like that. She didn't make a fuss.
At the time, I thought maybe there'd been an accident and he needed my help. It never occurred to me that I'd done anything wrong. It just never occurred to me.
Hostia, que entonces el que va a matar... Entonces el que va a matar... Hostia... Ahora te sentí, loco, ahora te sentí. El que mató a... El coronel fue... El hijo de Kurt.
Das ist er. Das ist er. Das ist mein Sohn. Und du hast dieses Bild gemacht. Du warst dort. Ist er tot? Du Mörder.
Cago. A chuparla.
I was as surprised as Kurt. I didn't know who Max was. It's like the picture of his son triggered something in him. Flipped a switch. You could see it in his eyes. Before we knew it, he packed up early, went back to war, and took a bunch of my photos with him.
Germany is interested only in its final.
Yo voy por un final, los otros finales ya me lo pasaré más adelante. Ahora mismo voy a pasármelo y a chuparla.
I've not come here for Paris. By chance, I've been reunited with Franz. I haven't seen him since Vimy. Franz is built for war. Cold and detached, he sees the Tommy as vermin. I never used to understand him, but I do now. He will be a valuable ally. He has agreed to help me find the man in the picture.
So that was it. Kurt left. Me? I resolved to build that balloon. I didn't know if I could do it without Kurt, but I knew I had to try. It was a long shot, but I didn't want to spend the rest of my life in Germany. And back home, there was Julia. So I'd build that balloon. Truth be told, there was not much else I could do. I was always grateful to Katrine. Even after everything that happened, she let me stay in the house. Maybe she just liked the company. I don't know. I helped in whatever way I could, and the three of us kind of fell into a routine.
Ich habe Hunger, Harry. Ist noch Brot da?
Yes.
bist nicht wirklich ein Feind, oder Harry?
Harry.
Du bist lustig, Harry. Du bist so albern und du bringst mich zum Lachen. Geh nicht weg, eine große Scheibe, eine große Scheibe. Danke, Harry.
That day, the postman gave me a letter. And for once, it wasn't from Julia. The postmark was from Newport, in Belgium.
Ein Brief für Harry Lambert.
Harry, my boy. It took me forever to track you down. I've thought of you often since Passchendaele. And I'm sorry, Harry. For everything. For dragging you into this war. For leaving you there. I swore to protect you and I failed. An officer is only as good as his men. And you are the finest of men, Harry.
It's just a logo.
If you'll take one final order from your old major, it's this. Go home, Harry. The first chance you get. Go home to your girl. You've got the uniform now. I know it's the only reason you joined. She'll love it. With respect and friendship. Barrett.
Wir müssen über die Brücke, bevor sie gesprengt wird, Kurt!
As we move against the Allies, as everyone focuses on the attack, I focus on one thing. I focus on the man in the picture. I will find him for you, Katrin. And I will find the truth.
Vielleicht kommt auf der anderen Frequenz noch mehr über die Alliierten.
The Major? Last time I saw him was when the shell hit at Passchendaele. I couldn't believe he survived it. I guess what they said in the trenches was true. The war just couldn't kill him. Work on the balloon was slow. I had no idea what I was doing.
Danke, Harry. Danke, Harry. Danke, Harry. Danke, Harry.
A ver, trofeo ganado.
Damn crate.
Puta madre.
I barely even understood Kurt's plans. But he did, wherever he was.
Dear Catherine, the offensive of Paris failed. We are forced to retreat to Germany. Yet today, I made progress for the first time. I know his name now.
Du suchst nach den Kanadiern? Da hinten haben wir einen zurückgelassen.
Die Tommys haben Scharfschützen in diesem Gebiet. Geh lieber nicht weiter.
Every Canadian I capture either claims ignorance or simply misunderstands. They all look at me as if I'm some kind of madman. But this one understood, and this one recognized the man in the picture.
Oh, pero ¿cómo? ¿Pero qué me estás diciendo, loco? Es que si nos pots esperar una puta merda d'això. Oh.
Threat to you. Is that Major Barrett? I don't know where he is, I swear.
Barrett, Catherine. His name is Barrett.
I daydreamed a lot back then. If I could finish that balloon, I thought, maybe somehow I could escape. Maybe somehow I could get back to Julia.
Hast du etwas von Papa gehört? Du und Papa bleibt für immer Freunde, das weiß ich.
As the months went by, Katrine kept me updated about Kurt. She'd point to maps to show me where he was, explain as best she could. Kurt sure didn't give up easy.
Kurt, das ist Ihr Übersetzer. Was für ein Glück. Bring ihn zum Reden, Kurt. Der hier versteht jedes Wort.
Was wollen Sie denn von mir? Bitte, ich habe einen Sohn. Ich habe das Foto noch nie gesehen. Das schwöre ich. Moment. Das ist doch Major Barrett. Sind Sie hinter dem her?
Er weiß etwas. Man sieht's an seinen Augen.
Angeblickt ist er durchgedreht. Er würde abgezogen.
Droh ihm, Kurt. Er hat Angst.
Er ist jetzt am Meer stationiert, in Newport. Mehr weiß ich nicht.
He is in Newport, Catherine, and I will find him. I will find Barrett. It's only a matter of time.
Katrine showed me the letter. Kurt's search for Barrett had led him to the Belgian coast. He'd found him. Whatever Kurt's plan was, it wasn't going to end well. And Katrine knew it. She begged me to save her husband. I didn't know if I could find Kurt. Hell, didn't know if I wanted to. But I did have the balloon. And one crazy idea.
I suppose they will call me a deserter now. But I never cared for this war anyway. I only ever cared for Max. Our son, my boy.
Katrine gave me a map of Europe and Kurt's old hunting rifle. I don't know which one of us was more surprised that the balloon even floated.
Hostia. Eso es final, A ver.
I flew all night in that balloon.
Esto será el final ya,
But I got there.
El día del
I was
armisticio.
back at war. You can't see the war from the ground, because on the ground, you are the war. I'll never forget that moment, because in that moment, I truly understood what I'd been a part of. But I was tired, and I needed sleep. I barely knew which way was up anymore. What the hell was I even doing here? Maybe Kurt found Barrett days ago. Hell, maybe Kurt was already dead.
I know you think I've changed. Perhaps you even think I'm mad. But I did what I had to do for our family, Catherine. And I found him. I found Major Barrett.
Se ha ido por venganza.
Oi, what are you doing here? Nearly the armistice anyhow. You lost, Fritz. You lost.
No puedo pegar, no.
Ah, Miller. More wine.
I thought I was here to take photographs, sir.
You are here to get me wine. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
How many, I wonder? How many lives lost under Major Barrett's command? They were just boys. Christ. They were just children. sent better men than me to their deaths. I robbed better men than me of their sons. But it's over now. It's over. No more. Enough.
Kurt. Did I even want to save a man who didn't trust me?
Und du hast dieses Bild gemacht. Du warst Mord. Der Tod. Mörder.
To him, I wasn't a friend. To him, I was the enemy now. A true friend would have heard me out. A true friend wouldn't have assumed the worst. I always thought if you cared about someone, that was unconditional, right?
Miller. Wine. Yes, sir. Coming, sir.
Photograph the armistice, he said. You'll be famous, he said.
Miller! For the love of all that is holy, where the hell is my wine?
He was a good photographer, that Harry. A good lad. I should never have brought him into all this. I hope you made it home to your girl, Harry. To your old life.
Joder.
The Fritz awakes, I see. I would apologize for knocking you out, Fritz, but, well, I'm just not sorry. But I am curious about these little souvenirs of yours. So many German casualties must be quite painful to look at. That's what you get for starting a war, I suppose. It's over now, Fritz. You lost.
Du hast mir meinen Sohn genommen.
Come on, Fritz. Give me something to work with here. What else have we got here? How did you get this picture? Are you a spy or something?
Es interessiert mich ein Dreck, was du sagst. Genau wie deine Fotos. Einen Dreck. Was hast du mit meinem Sohn gemacht?
I've got myself a feisty one here. What larks? Let's try another. Hang on a second. These look an awful lot like pictures taken by a friend of mine. These are Harry Lambert's photos. What did you do to him? I'm listening, Fritz.
Du kennst ihn. Dessen Namen ich nicht mehr ausspreche. Er widert mich an. Genau wie du. Er hat gesehen, wie sie meinen Sohn gefangen hielten und nichts getan. Nichts!
So, there I was. Right before the armistice. Mid-air, in a homemade balloon. I was free up there. Free to choose. Did I risk my life for a man who hated me? Or live the life I always imagined? Share my photos with the world. Go home.
This is you in this picture. What the hell happened? Did you kill him? Is he dead? Answer me! If I found out you hurt Harry, you will beg me to kill you quickly.
Ich bin nicht hier, über ihn zu sprechen. Es ist mir egal, wie du mir egal bist. Ich bin deinetwegen hier. Ich will dich, Major Barrett.
Oh, he knows my name. Ha ha! This just keeps getting better.
Ja, ich kenne deinen Namen. Und ich kenne diesen Harry. Ich kenne euch. Ist er dein Sklave, dein Lakai? Hilft er dir für Ruhm und Ehre, Unschuldige zu töten? Er ist doch schlimmer als du. Er ist ein Feigling mit einer Kamera, der glaubt, er wäre ein Held. You are the finest of men, Harry.
I cannot bear the thought of a world without
Bravo, Kurt.
I love you. Now.
Vamos con Kurt. Me la pela Julia.
Go home, Harry. The first chance you get. Go home to your girl.
Last picture, Fritz. So what about this one? Found this one in your inside pocket. What's so special about it, Fritz? Hang on a minute. That's me. Now you've really got my attention. And who's this young fellow I'm threatening?
Finger weg von dem Bild. Finger weg, du Mörder! Du...
Oh, Fritz! I have no idea what you're saying.
Noch keine Nachricht von Kurt heute. Ich versuche mir keine Sorgen zu machen. Lucy braucht ihren Vater. Sie muss wissen, dass er in Sicherheit ist.
Du und Papa bleiben immer Freunde. Das weiß ich.
You should never have come here, Fritz. You see, to me, you're just one last little bit of war left to fight. We're moments away from peace, you and I. Funny in a way. How about a photo? For posterity. You understand? I'll get the camera.
Ah, hostia.
Lose not. That drunkard. I do not remember it clearly, but I escaped and I ran.
Joder, ¿qué hago? Hostia.
Fritz!
Ah, que m'ha matat.
I made up my mind. I had a friend, and he needed my help.
Ah, que m'ha matat. Ai,
I wanted
mare.
to help Kurt, but for all I knew, he'd kill me. So I let the pigeon go. I wasn't far away now, and the bird had found Kurt before. I hoped she would again. But first, I had to land, and I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Madre mía, loco. Veo. No.
I survived, and I thought I'd heard gunshots. I had no idea if Kurt was nearby. But if he'd found Barrett, he wouldn't be safe. I had to hurry.
Ah, ojo, por primera vez puedo disparar. En todo juego al final.
Barrett was determined and relentless. I knew he would not give up until he found me. For a fleeting moment, I almost respected him. Almost.
Come on now, my little pretty friend.
I hadn't heard it for over a year, but I'd recognize that voice anywhere. At first, they were just two figures in the distance.
Madre
The closer
mía.
I got, the clearer it all became.
I think perhaps we got off on the wrong foot.
It was Barrett, all right, and Kurt had found him.
Hiding is not one of your strengths, I see.
Seguramente tendré que hacer una decisión, matar a Kurt o matar a Barrett. Debo matar a Barrett 100%.
What then? You don't even speak English. What were you planning to do? Well, well, well.
Oh.
Harry? Harry Lambert? What the hell are you doing here, Harry?
Kurt, I can explain everything.
Ah, merda, me he equivocado.
Was machst du denn hier? Huh?
Kurt, put the gun down. We can sort this out.
Ah, jetzt richtest du eine Waffe auf mich. Du bist wie er. Genau wie Barrett. Du bist wie alle. I'm impressed, Fritz. Looks like you still have some fight left in you.
His name is Kurt. Please, sir, just do what he says.
I don't know what he wants. He's crazy. Na komm! Bring ihn zum Reden, Harry.
No, he's not crazy. He's a father.
Oh, du erinnerst dich an ihn. Ja, du hast ihm eine Waffe an den Kopf gehalten. Wie ich dir jetzt meine Waffe an den Kopf halte, das war mein Sohn. Come on, Fritz. We've all lost someone we care about. It's war.
Did you kill that prisoner back in Vimy?
I don't remember, Harry. What's the German for probably?
Ich muss wissen, was mit meinem Sohn passiert ist. Mit meinem Sohn. Mit Max. Hörst du? Max. Mein Sohn.
Look behind you, Fritz. I've got far more guns than you have.
Don't do this. Just get on your knees. I'm sure he'll calm down.
I am your commanding
Please,
officer,
sir.
Lambert. Point that gun somewhere else.
Na los! Wenn du schon hier bist, weil du alles bereust, Harry, dann töte ihn. Na komm schon!
¿Qué? ¿Ya está? ¿Qué cojones? ¿Qué cojones, loco? ¿Qué? Kill por kill, loco, me cago en la puta. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uf. Está bien, ha estado bien la historia.
In those final moments, my thoughts turned to Julia. To what could have been.
Don't weep for me, Catherine. For I do not deserve your tears. I don't know how long I've left. I suspect only minutes. I go now to meet my maker. Or maybe the devil, if I'm so judged. Barrett is dead. Shot by the Canadian. I think he was trying to prove something to me. Though it matters little now.
Would we have got married? I sure would have asked. And I like to think she'd have said yes. Would we have had children? Who knows? Too late for all that now.
I did what any father would do. I would make the same choice again. There's little point in pretending otherwise. Please tell Lucy.
Only thing I do know is the story I would have told. To the kids we could have had. And it's this one. The story of a girl. A girl who worked in a photography store. In a quiet little corner of Toronto, Canada.
Madre mía.
Julia.
Qué final. Sacrificio. Madre mía. Ahora tengo que esperar a acabar todo los créditos para ganar un trofeo de que he visto los créditos todos. Así que disfruta de los créditos. Yo me despido. Adiós. Mientras, disfrutad de los créditos.